So when people want to lose weight, there's this desperation that can kick in that's completely normal. There's kind of a desperation, or I should say an impatience, not so much desperate, but you're impatient to see the results. You're impatient to get to the goal. You just want to get there, right? And that's with anything. That's with if you start a business, you want to start seeing the revenue come in. And so it can be like that for a lot of things, especially with weight loss. If you are so sick of the way your body looks and feels, and you start a diet or you start a journey or a weight loss program or something, it can feel like you just want to get there. And if you aren't sure of the right steps to take to lose weight in a healthy way, then what a lot of people can get into is believing a lie. It sounds logical, but it's really just a myth. It's not true at all. But they believe that to lose weight, you have to stop eating. Because in their mind, the logic is, what has made me gain weight? It's been food. So what's going to make me lose weight? Not having food. But it's actually not food that makes you gain weight. Food is an inanimate object. It can't do anything. It doesn't really hold any power. What does make you gain weight is your body's reaction to that food and the way it processes it, and if it can actually use it. If your body cannot use the food, it puts it into storage. And when I say the word storage, it just means the fat that's on your body that we see when someone's overweight. That's what we see. We just see the excess calories that couldn't be used because of eating the wrong kinds of food. The number one ingredient that is the wrong kind of food that people eat is sugar, processed sugar. The reason why our society has this epidemic of being overweight is because, like I've said, so much sugar is put into products and food, and people don't realize it. So you might have gained weight because you ate food that had sugar in it without realizing that that food had sugar. Even foods labeled as healthy can have a lot of sugar in it. That's why you want to read the nutrition labels, and that's why you really want to go through some of the processes of determining where the food came from, eating food as close to its source, trying to eat raw fruits and vegetables, trying to eat the right food groups in the food pyramid. I mean, you just want to try to eat healthy. And packaged and processed foods, especially packaged, if it comes in a package, you really have to read the nutrition label, because companies can put all kinds of things out there and get away with it. For example, it can say 100% whole wheat, but still have gone through some processing and stripped of some nutrients. And so it's not actually 100% whole wheat. Or it can say sugar-free, but if you read the ingredients, it has sorbitol, which is a sugar alcohol, comes from the same ingredient and has the same effect on your body. It's still sugar. And so those are misleading labels. That label specifically isn't on a lot of flavored water drinks where it says 0 calories, but yet there's sorbitol, because you have to think about how it tastes as well. If it tastes sweet, but it says that there's no sugar, but it's just something like water, well, where does the sweetness come from? Because water doesn't usually taste like that. Water doesn't naturally taste like pomegranate or like blueberries or strawberry watermelon flavor, right? Water doesn't taste like that. But if it says it's flavored water, there's 0 calories, where is that flavor coming from? Nothing's added, no fruit or anything. There's no actual strawberry or watermelon added. How did it get that flavor? It has to be from sugar, because if something's not naturally sweet, and it says 0 calories and sugar-free, you know that they added sugar somewhere. They're just not telling you. And if you go to the ingredients list, you'll see sorbitol. You'll see these scientific names of sugar or sugar alcohol. But because it's not in the form of sugar that they have to mandatorily put on the label, it's just in the form of alcohol, they can get away with saying it's sugar-free even though it's not. So people consume a lot of sugar without even knowing it. Even if their intentions are good and they're trying to pick a healthy food, often that healthy food, if it's been packaged and it's at the grocery store, will have some kind of added sugar. 98% of everything in the grocery store has added sugar. All your condiments have added sugar, all these cereals, all the meats, anything packaged has sugar, which is just awful, but it's why so many people are overweight without even trying to be. And so it's not really your fault if you live in the US and you're overweight, because you are likely consuming a lot of sugar without even knowing it. The problem with this isn't just the weight gain, it's also from a health perspective. It's why diseases are so high, heart disease, cancer. Remember, sugar forms an acidic environment in your body, which is the breeding grounds for cancer. Diseases and cancer thrive in an acidic environment, not an alkaline or neutral one, which is where everybody used to be about 200 years ago when they ate fruits and vegetables from the ground, when they drank a ton of water, when they walked everywhere. Their bodies were alkaline. The human body is meant to be alkaline, not acidic. But in today's day and age, with all the processed food, all the sugar, all the chemicals, all the cooked foods, everything leads to an acidic environment, especially with everyone drinking as much coffee as they do. Coffee definitely is acidic. And so that is why the disease rate that we see is so high. But so when people want to lose weight, they think, I need to stop eating. I need to bring in less calories and stop eating so much food, and then I'll lose weight. Now, mathematically, that is correct. A reduction in calories will make you lose weight and you will get skinny. The problem is it's not calories that keep you thin or fat. You can eat a lot of calories, but if it's all nutritious food, your body's going to use up every single one of those calories and put it somewhere in the system to use for growing cells, cell function, the systems, protecting organs. It can use nutrients. On the other hand, you can eat a very small amount of calories, but if it's all stuff that the body can't use, there's no nutrients, it's going to go into storage.